Hey everybody, and welcome back. After the end of the last episode, I said I'd figured out a place to put my geothermal generators and all this new power gen. So this array is still the same. Just finally swapped out the floor with engineering blocks. I like the way they look. So let's come over to where I put the geothermal bank. Oop, I came over the wrong side. I installed it down here in this room, and I'm going to actually use parts of this room, and I'm going to expand this later on, but I'm going to use parts of this room to set up a solar factory, or a solar panel factory, so that I can have some more power to help augment what I'm doing. But as it stands right now, I built this room to be a power plant style stuff back here, and I'm probably going to install some more power gen stuff if I ever generate it, or might move my Buildcraft power gen to down here. So let me go grab some stuff and let's get started. Alright, so I've got 3 chests here. I only need 2 of them, really. And some 10 fabricators. And these fabricators, since they can pull from adjacent inventories, are going to be really useful in this setup. Okay. Zombie, where are you? You know, I don't want to know. Okay, so the basics of it is going to be something like... Oops. This. Where a whole bunch of stuff is in here, and it gets pulled out and along. So, I don't remember exactly how the setup goes, so let me quick check that in my notes, and then I will be back to start setting that up. Okay, so I forgot some very important things that I'm not sure how I forgot. First of all, I forgot that I'm going to need some stuff out of red power for this. So let's go start some crash courses in red power. First thing I'm going to need is to find all of my bricks. There we go. I'm going to need 8 of these, because I'm going to make a blue alloy. I'm going to make an alloy furnace. I'm going to make the regular one, because this one requires just fuel and some sort, like coal. And I'm going to grab that. Grab 8 of this. And I'm going to start making something called silicon boule, which I need for doped wafers. So let's go... Let's go pop this in my Buildcraft room for now. Now, it's got a slightly different inventory than a standard furnace, and I forgot my coal. Excuse the hiccups. So back over here. Getting stuck on the door. Always fun to get stuck on the door. Now, you can put multiple things on the center bit, and they will interact in a certain way. There's a few recipes, like the red alloy ingot, the blue alloy ingot, and brass ingot. Oop, that's the one I wanted. Okay. So when this is done processing, I will have something. This is taking a very long time. I forgot about that. Well, while it's processing, actually, it's a perfect time for me to come over here and get the next thing I will need. Which includes not 1, not 2, but 3 sticks. Where are my sticks? Oh, that works. And I need to make a diamond handsaw. Now these are things, this is something that's from Red Power 2, and is unique to Red Power 2. It allows you to create what are called microblocks. And microblocks are entities that are parts of blocks. So we can see over here, we've got the diamond cover, diamond panel, diamond slab. Each of these takes up less than a normal block, and is placed in a really interesting manner. So let me quick... Do I have anything fun that I can make? Yeah, let's make it with obsidian. Obsidian. Oops. Okay, let's pop this in here. Let's pop you and you in there. So that gives me slabs. Now, how do these slabs work? Well, it gives you this pretty nifty interface where you have a sort of a ghost block, and you can decide how it's going to place. So I could place it like that, and instantly regret that because it's an obsidian block. Obsidian probably wasn't my best, or the best choice. But let's pop this back in here, and let's go over and check on the silicon bool. Okay, now with the silicon bool, you use that and a diamond handsaw in any crafting window, and it is a shapeless recipe, and that will give you silicon wafers. And what do you use these silicon wafers for? Well, you use them to create either, oh, what are they called? Oh, blue doped wafers or red doped wafers. At this point, I want half of these to be red doped wafers, and I want the other half to be blue doped. And I'll get into why I need the blue doped later. But I'm gonna grab my nickelite and come back to you when I'm done processing everything. So, oh god. So all of the wafers have processed, and while I was off camera, I decided to go out and get a very large number of emerald shards. So let me process these into 2 emeralds, because I'm going to need these for something. And some of you who have been paying attention and watched Direwolf 20 might note that I'm working on the solar plant that he uses. That's because there's no reason to improve on something that already works. I got the idea from him, and it's a pretty cool idea. I did start to set it up wrong, but I've got some stuff processing because we're going to need some power for what I'm making from red power. But we're not going to need any old power. We're going to need bluetricity, which requires some special stuff to make. So let's go back over here, and let's look into making some bluetricity power. Let's clear this out. Let's make a solar panel. There's 1 solar panel. Now I also need blue electric wires. Blue alloy wire, which requires 6 wool and 3 of those. Well, luckily for me, I have flax farm. So, this will be easy enough. Ooh, that was weird. That's an incredibly strange bug. So, you are not a crafting table, however I do still need you at some point. Let's come back over here. Pop in here. And look up wool. Grab the wool recipe. And let's get to making some blue cabling. 24 of it. Okay. And there's another thing I'm going to want. I'm going to want a battery box. This is going to require... Ooh, did I end up with just enough? Yes, I did. It's going to require 3 iron, 1 blue alloy ingot, 1 piece of wood. Ooh, I might not have enough tin. And 4 batteries. Okay, let's go grab this and start making. I'm just going to pop another stack of nickelite out. Nicolite's pretty common. Nope, no, I have more than enough tin right now. And a single solitary piece of wood. Do I have an area that's already processed? Yes, I do. There's a fabricator right here. However, I didn't bring my blue alloy ingot, so let's go back over to the other one. Okay. Let's pop these in here and pop that in there. Battery box. Okay. And this is going to help with what I'm going to do. So let's head down into my work area. Pop that down. Now, my question is, does water block solar panels? We'll find out. Yes, it appears it does. So I'm going to need to do a little bit of digging and repositioning, and when I have that done, I'll be back. Okay, time to demonstrate a really cool feature of the redpower microblocks. Let's trim you down, and let's start crafting something that I need. This will get me a triple panel, and what a triple panel is it's just a pretty thick piece of block. However, I'm going to go use this to minimize exposure of something. So let's come over here, and I got a strip. So this is pretty exposed. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to do something like this. This way, from a distance, it doesn't really look like there's just a giant hole coming out of the ground, and it helps me secure this area. I'm going to go make sure that this is charging, and when I'm sure it's charging, I will be back. Alright, the powerhouse is done. I just enclose this a little bit, just safeten things up for it. So, what's next? Well, what's next is a redpower sorting machine, which requires blue alloy ingots, red doped wafers, filters, and iron. Now, what does a filter require? That's a better question. Filter requires piston, red doped wafer, some cobblestone, and some gold ingots. So, let's go grab the stuff to make one. I love this walk back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. That's enough. 1 iron, 1 redstone. I misplaced that redstone. 3 pieces of wood. I have the red doped ingots, or red doped wafers, and this. Okay, let's clear this crap out. Pop this recipe in here. Okay. Next up, oops, I want the filter rather. So, 1 red doped wafer, and that gets me a filter. Now I'm going to need to make another blue alloy ingot, so let's do that quick. Come over here. Oh, I didn't bring silver, and I ran out of nickelite. Let me quick store some stuff and come back when I have that ingot. While I wait for that to process, I'm going to make an inverted yellow Xycraft light. So let me drop this in here, that in here, and pop this recipe in. It's only enough for 1 crafting for right now, but these are light blocks. They emit, I want to say, the same light as a torch when placed, and if they receive a redstone signal, they will turn off. I'm going to use this for down here at some point, but for now, it's not really needed. I just wanted to make one. So let's go check on... There's probably a dungeon or a cave nearby. That's why I keep hearing mobs. But let's go check on my blue alloy ingot. Okay. Let's go finish making a sorting machine. So what do I still need for a sorting machine? Let's pop this in here. Just iron. Easy enough. 5 iron. And I got a sorting machine. Now let me go get some stuff placed down, and then I'll get into how this system is going to work. Okay, we're back. I took care of some mining quick off camera, and I made some more solar panels to help try and get the system charging downstairs. Now there is one more thing that I will definitely need for this system. So let's come over here to this. Ooh, I have everything I need upstairs. So let's go upstairs and do this, where I had almost everything set up. Over here, inside, and let's pop the brass in here, and look up pneumatic tubes. These tubes are what redpower uses in its sorting system to move objects from place to place. And I need one more thing, which involves me having enough glass for it. So luckily I have the fabricator over here, and one of these. I need emerald transport pipe. Now these work very similarly to wooden transport pipes, which I haven't gotten much into, but a wooden transport pipe is a pipe that allows you to pull items out of an inventory. Oh, I have a piston. Convenient. And let's get half of you. And with these pipes, you can, or with the emerald ones, you can choose which items get pulled in and out. So I am quick working on this, so I need a redstone engine. Ooh, I didn't want to give myself that. I wanted to look up the recipe. Let me pull myself out of cheat mode. I had been screwing around with some stuff on my server. Oh, I am not in this. That would help. There we go. Redstone engine. Now let's go down here and start setting up everything I need. I took the long way again. Okay, my bat box is completely charged. Yeah, conveniently that placed the way it needed to place at first. Oh hey! Let me quick deal with this. So, I've been digging out a little bit, and I've got most everything I need set up down here. So I'm going to start installing these tubes. And I am going to have to paint the tubes, and I will get into how to do that in a little bit, but just wanted to show you guys that I've got this set up. Okay, so I'm back over in my house, and I'm looking to get wool colors. And by that, I mean the dye colors. So I've got bone meal, and I'm going to need 7 of them, so that, I need orange. I should have a... Oop, yep, I have buttercups, which will give me an orange dye. Magenta wool. Well, let's look to see... Oh. Nope, I wanted magenta dye. Pink dye and purple dye. Sadly, there is no... What word was I looking for? Oh, there is no plant that goes into magenta. But, let's see. I can just use a regular crafting table for this. Oop. Now I need red. Well, I'm going to collect these colors of dye because I need them for what I'm about to make. Okay, so I'm back over here because I need to make tin plates to make paint cans, because I need paint and paint rollers, or paint and paint brushes for my my sorting machine. So I'll be back when I have all this processed, and we'll get into how to make paint. Okay, I've got everything I need for the basics for a paintbrush. So I'm just going to, I'm actually going to do it like this. I'm going to find the paintbrush recipe and pop it in here. I'm also going to need one other tool, and that is a screwdriver. That was also a pretty simple recipe. So let me grab a stick and a piece of iron. And I've got a screwdriver. This is a redpower tool. So let's go grab the tin plates and make this paint, or these paint cans. Should be more than enough. So, paint can. Pop this in here. And I need one more tin plate, so let me process some stuff off screen and we'll do that. Okay, with the last of the paint buckets I need gathered up, we can get started. So I'm going to pick the white paint first, and it's a simple recipe. It's a paint can, the dye type, and 2 flaxseed, and it is a shapeless crafting recipe. And to do that, or when you do that, you'll get a white paint can. If you take that paint and you put it in with the paintbrush, you'll get a paintbrush of that type. So I'm going to quick pop down a chest, put all these in here, and we'll get started, or I will craft up the rest of them off camera. Okay, so I'm down here underneath my device, clearing out some room, and I am going to be painting the lines so that they don't interact with each other. So that line is now painted yellow, and I'm painting them in a specific order based off of order of wool and a few other minor things, mostly just how I want the system to process everything. But as you can see, each time I paint, it takes up a durability from the tool. Let's paint you. That. And one last painting. Okay. Now that I've done painting, all I have to do is set up the sort machine. That's pretty easy. And let's drop that there, because I'll need to do something with that in a little bit. But I did not bring my stuff with me, so let me grab that. But first, actually, let me hook this up and show that it does need power. So, once it's got enough power, you can set it up to start running, but that'll be in a little bit. So, the important thing to note is that I want this on this mode, and I forget exactly what all of these mean. Oh, this is full pass mode. It will attempt to completely pull everything out and send it along the correct line, as long as it can pull everything of that type out. So let's see, this is 6. This is 7. Okay, now first things first is that I want this to... There's a mode where it will not run. I will explain in greater detail what each of these modes do when I get to my actual sorting system, but... Okay, so what I want the white line to do is pull 8 cobblestone as soon as it can. Then what do I want the orange line to pull? Well, I want the orange line to let me through. Orange line, this should be machine block, yep. So I'm going to have this pull 8 of that. Sadly, no ghost blocking or blocks, so it does require you to actually give up that amount, but small price to pay for convenience. Okay. Do I have anything that I want to go down that line? No, I don't believe I do. Of course. So I don't believe I need the blue line, actually. But what goes into the pink line? Well, that's a good question. Pink line is that one. So 3 glass and 3 macerated coal dust. What's the next line? Light blue. You should be a pass. Okay, yellow line. It's the one all the way in the back. 3 copper and 6 rubber. Lime green. This one, so I need to actually go make some stuff for that, and I will be back. So it occurred to me after I made these copper cables that I don't actually need that one to make copper cable. And let me just make sure that that is the right one. It does appear to be. So let's see. I actually just need you to pull 2 redstone and 1 of you, because these can pull out of adjacent inventories. Last colored magenta. Okay, this is the one that needs to pull 4 tin and 2 redstone. Okay. Now, it looks like I can actually patch up this area that I tore up. I'll worry about making that look pretty later on. And, oop, I actually shouldn't have done that. I need a redstone torch for this. And, of course, I don't have the stuff to make one on me. So let's go grab a stick. Just chop down a tree. Oh, whoops. I didn't realize that worked with that. Tree capitator does work with the chainsaw. I forgot about that. Stick and torch. Now, I need to go find a regular generator, because without one, well, things will get a bit tricky with pumping some items. So I think I have one in here. Well, let me go make one. Okay. I have a generator. It's in my inventory. And I had a strange crash, like always. Well, I will look into fixing that later. Oh, I needed it for this. So if you right-click on this, it'll give you a filters window. And with that filters window, you can have it just pump certain items out of an inventory. So let's go down here. Oops. Pop that on that. Let's go upstairs and make sure everything's working. Yep, it's pumping. Okay. So that's all set up. I need to go grab a chest, and let's give this thing an inaugural run. That probably wasn't the right use of the world, but after the first run, I'm going to end the episode there, take care of some stuff around the base, and then get ready for the next episode. Now, I think I want to say But I don't have a regular chest here. Oh, I guess I didn't. Oh well. And this. Let's make a iron chest. And upgrade it to a gold chest. Okay. And let's stop in here, make sure I have everything I'm going to need. Okay, this can stay here. So can this. 8 of you. 9 of you. 4 of you. I do actually need the copper cable because of a small flaw with the system. You can stay here. Let's see. 2 more of you. 3 of you. 3 of you. 6 copper, or 3 copper, and 6 of you. I might have to tweak the system a little bit. There might have been a slight flaw somewhere that I overlooked. But hopefully that won't be too bad. Okay. I'm going to start with some of those in there. And let's give this thing its first run. Oops. I didn't get something right. I really didn't get something right. Huh. Let me fix this and I'll be back. Alright, take 2. What are you stuck on? Oh, you're stuck on that one. Okay. Where did the tin end up that it wasn't supposed to? Ah, yes, that's right. Now you're going to be stuck on that one because I didn't pull the iron out of this. Or copper out of this. I don't know where I got iron from. Okay, next pull. Okay, and in theory, in a few seconds, I should have a solar panel. Oh, right. This was the small issue I forgot to take into account. Okay. Circuits. Right. Need 2 of those. Well, let me quick fix this. Okay, I've addressed the issue, and there we go. Solar panel. So, to make sure this works, I'm going to give this another quick full run after I sleep. But this is the end of it, and I will see you guys next time.